Hey guys, Gressman here. So I wanted to ask for like a more fleshed out guide, sort of like a beginner's guide, more for those people who don't know the game as well. So, okay, here we go. So, I'm assuming you're starting a new account, well, not a new account. I'm assuming you're just a new player. So, for new players, first off, if you haven't chosen a starting champion, which you probably have, but if you're like going to start a new account, you're wondering ahead of time. I chose a lane. You get to choose one of 4 starting guys. By far, Kale here is the best. This guy, I didn't choose him because I didn't know at the time, but he has a very strong AoE ability, and he's got poison on his first attack. So Kale is definitely the one you want to choose. Or Elaine, she's a good campaign farmer. So, the first thing you're going to want to do, is not go to the market, I'm just checking, is go battle, and then campaign. And you're just going to you're just going to beat the first stages for a while. Up to at least 7 or 8 on normal. And don't worry about anything else until then, that's what you're trying to do. Then your champion should be a little bit high of levels, should be higher levels. So then you're going to want to take the armor you got from the campaign, and put it on your guys, level it up. Give them something. The better armors in the game, ignore the armor from the first stage, ignore it from the second stage, ignore it from the third stage. The 4th stage is crit rate, so it depends. 5th stage is accuracy, so it depends. Tilshire's resistance, so not really great, usually. But for 6 you get speed armor, and for 8 you get lifesteal armor. So lifesteal and speed are 2 of the better sets in the game. So I recommend, once you've gotten to these stages, farm them for a bit to get some good armor. You should be able to get 3-star armor. As you can see, you can get speed 1 to 3 stars. So you should be looking for speed armor. So you can just farm those stages for some good armor, speed and lifesteal. As you move up, nothing else is too important. Destruction really depends. Godfrey's Crossing has Retaliation. Fury and Curing are the other 2, and they're not too important. So those are the 2 main artifact sets you want to have. And you want to equip them in 4 lifesteal and 2 speed. Or if you're going to do it like that, you want, because the things have specific amounts. As you can see, life, offense, defense, speed, they all need 2 here. These ones need 4 to actually give you their effect. So for regeneration, heals by 15% every turn, you need 4 artifacts. So, depending on what you want, if you want lifesteal and speed, which is a good combo, you'd want to go 4 lifesteal and 2 speed to have both their effects, otherwise you'd miss it. Just calling that out because I don't know how obvious it is. So here on the Shaman I have 2 speed artifacts and 4 lifesteal. When you're done with the campaign, you might go Arena. Arena's an okay place to go, it's not too important at the moment. Go Classic, ignore Tag Team, you don't have enough guys for it now. So in Classic, you're going to see guys a lot easier than this. So you're going to see really easy teams like this one at the bottom. So just take whoever you have, pretty much any of the button by this point, as long as you've gone a fair ways in the campaign, you'll be able to beat this one. Because it'll all be leveled up. And then you win, great, whatever. So you can do a bit of Arena, it's not that important at the time though. Arena only becomes important like mid-game. And eventually, when you do start farming Arena, the Great Hall is going to be where you want to go. That's where you can spend your medals to get like permanent boosts to your guys. So after that, really the next thing you want to be farming is probably dungeons. Ignoring these things, because these things are for like Ascension, so they're not important right now. These are really where you want to be farming stuff. The Dragon's Lair so the Spider's Den drops a unique piece of armor type. The Ice Golem Dragon and... So the Ice Golem Dragon and Fire Knight are all artifacts. The Spiders is accessories, which is another equipable thing, but we'll worry about that later. And Minotaurs is scrolls for something else, so we'll worry about that later as well. So for now, you want to be farming Dragon, probably. Dragon, as you can see, it has the speed and the lifesteal artifacts. It also has accuracy, and it also has some just decent ones. Destroy, Toxic, Frost. So, I don't know where you're going to be able to farm. If you can get to stage 5, you're getting 3 and 4 star artifacts. That's probably... Even if you only get to stage 4, you can still get 4-star artifacts. So, just trying to get to, like, stage 5 of Dragon. I heard someone else say you should be trying to get to, like, stage 13 as soon as possible. I haven't even gotten to stage 13. Don't worry about that. Then again, I am a slow player. So, try to get just, like, stage... Like, if you can get stage 5 or 6, that's great. You're getting 3 and 4-star artifacts. That's all you need at this point. Fire Knight is incredibly difficult, because you need to actually have specific champions that can hit multiple times. So don't worry about Fire Knight much for now. He's not too important really early on. He's got the stun set, he's got the regeneration, Savage, Frenzy. Shield's a really important set, Immunity Curing, and Fury. So he's got some okay sets, but he's more mid-game worrying. And Ice Golem Peak just has, like, basic sets. Life, offense, defense are all pretty much useless. Crit rate can be important. Resistance is okay, and the other 4 are all eh. So Ice Golem's got some good sets. So farming Dragon at that point, and trying to get better armor. And then it's just between opening shards and getting better guys. At this point, my guys have come from, this is a daily login reward. This is a guy I did in a fusion. This is someone I pulled. Pretty sure these two you get somehow, like some specific way. In the daily login rewards, you get free guys every so often. So Haikatoon's really good for a speed booster. Yaga's eh. Dark Aethel, eh. Dark Aethel's good for the spider when you're ready to do that. I'll go talk about that. Dark Olene's good for the frost. For the Ice Golem. Literally Legionary sucks. They say he's good for Fire Knight, he's not. Silver Drake is the main one you're going for. She's really good. And then Grush is also quite good. The rest are eh. Even like Vixis, she's not very good even for a Legendary. So then you're just trying to get better guys, pull more things. You're trying to get some other Legendaries. I pulled Altan and Hackhorn Smash Lord. They're both very good. They're both quite good. So yeah, then it's just about getting more stronger guys. You should start at some point. So once you get into the mid game, so that's most of the early game. I think we've discussed most of the early game. Nothing else is too important. Farming potions from these things to ascend your guys. Which, if you go to the tavern, then you select someone, and then you ascend. You can give them an extra thing. That's a bad example because she's already fully ascended. So here, I have 3 ascension levels on him. To get him a 4th, I can give him 4 of those potions and 3 of those potions. I don't actually have any of those potions at the moment. And you can fuse them. So if I select this one, increase it to 4, I'm spending 40 of the medium potions to get 4 of the large potions. So another example, if I were to go Hackhorn Smash Lord here, he needs one big blue potion, 5 medium white potions. So I'll mix a big one here. I'll send him, and it just makes him slightly stronger. So that's something else you should be going for at some point. It's not important incredibly early game, but is an early to mid game goal. Quests are an important thing early game. Your dailies you should always be doing. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Might be fine. Getting something from the market's easy. Artifact and accessory upgrades. Upgrade attempts. Means go choose one of the things you put on someone. Select it and just upgrade. And then hit the upgrade button, and it makes the artifact stronger. So this is increasing her resistance. And then every 4 levels, it increases some other stat. So it hit on 4, 8, 12, and 16. It will either unlock something or increase something. If you only have common artifacts, it will just unlock 4 things getting up to 16. If you have uncommon artifacts, they'll start with the first thing, rares will start with the first 2, and then on the 4th it'll just increase something, so 6, 6, and 10. So I got a 6% increase to crit damage. And then once you've done that 4 times, even if one of them is fail, it will count as your artifact upgrade, artifact/accessory upgrade attempts. And you can do that with the same for the accessories, which we'll go talk about in a moment. Increasing champions' level in the tavern. So you have to summon 3 guys, and then you have to increase their level in the tavern. So summon 3 guys, choose whoever who is a low enough level, and then just feed some of your weaker guys. So I'm down here in commons. I'd want to just feed that guy that was 1 level, that was 2, and that's 3. Now I can just do that, and that'll give me the quest. So that's just increasing their level in the tavern 3 times. Using the 50 energy is usually along with the campaign, so I have to win 7 campaign battles and spend 50 energy. So you may as well do that, and then you'll have to spend a bit more by farming Dragon or something maybe. You have to spend a little bit more energy. And then fighting Classic Arena 5 times, you may as well fight for that. Even if you lose, it's fine, as long as you're getting that. The reward for all of this is 10 gems and 400 XP, but more importantly, your weekly quest gets... So one of the weekly quests is claim the reward for completing all daily quests 5 times. So that's smart. Instead of saying, wait 1 week, it's claim the reward for completing all daily quests 5 times. So it shows that you were active that day of the week. And you have to do that 5 times. And for the monthly, you have to do it 30 times. The monthly rewards are an Ancient of Void shard, so it's very important you get this. And the weekly are also okay. A day of XP, Ancient shard, they're not too important, but they are good. So it's important you do the daily ones every day. So, onto accessories, which is what I've been talking about for a while now. Accessories are a more mid-game thing. They come from the Spider's Den. And Spider's Den's a very hard one to go. I'll try and choose some weaker champions I have, and I'm going to try and go through the Spider Den. So let's just... I'll throw some weaker guys in and show you why it might be hard to do the Spider Den. And... I'll go grab. So these are all level 40 guys, 4 of them are epics, so these are all still quite advanced things. Quite strong guys. And I'm going to show you why Spider Den is hard. So, on her turn, she summons 4 spiderlings. On every one of my guys' turns, she summons 2. So, your goal... So, you want AoE guys to be able to kill all the spiderlings. And your main goal should be killing the spider... Killing Scavag, that's the big spider. So I've got a whole bunch of AoE moves. And she also eats her spiderlings every so long. So don't ignore them either. Because she'll heal when she kills them. Or when she eats them. Your goal should be Scavag, but you should have some sort of AoE to be able to kill them. And also, like I had done spending all my AoEs on the first turn, don't do that. Don't spend all your AoEs immediately. You should save some of your AoEs for next turn when you have to kill this many spiderlings like this. Because I'm in a bit of trouble here. I have no AoEs prepped. I'm not sure whose is up next, so can't really do anything yet. So, I'll throw this on auto and I'll just keep talking while that plays in the background. So, I guess we'll talk about team build. So, with the accessories, they're extra things, and you only get to put them on once you have had 3 ascension levels. And once you have... once you add 4, you get to put on the first accessory. 5 you get to put on the second, and 6 you get to put on the third. So, accessories do help a fair bit. They can hold less things. Accessories can't be used for crit damage or crit rate or accuracy or resistance, mostly. The ring can't really do any of those. I believe the amulet can do one extra thing, and the banner can do accuracy. So, generally you want, like, an accuracy banner, but unless you're, like, going for a health guy, or then you might want a health or a defense banner. So it does depend on the guy. And I'm also going to talk about team building next. So, what team did I build here? Is this a good team? This is an okay team. Maybe it's good. I've got my damage dealer on the right, support guy on the far left, and so the guy who's currently unconscious and the guy on the far right. So here, now that's over, I can just say. So, Gaelic the rare, Aaron, yes, is a poisoner. So 2 of them were the damage dealers. Crimson Helm was support, Warcaster was support, and Gorgorod was reviving. So these are the kinds of things you get. You get ring. It helps a little bit. They're not too important, especially unless you get good ones. And then the Minotaur's Labyrinth is the last one. Farming it gives you scrolls, which allows you to get champion masteries. So if I farmed stage 1, I would get 3 normal scrolls. And then if you go back to your champions, and you go over to Masteries, another way you can increase them is by doing the Masteries. So if I look at all 10, I haven't given them anything yet. So with 10 scrolls, you can give them one of the first things. So 10 normal scrolls, for 5 normal scrolls, I can unlock one of these things. I'm not sure what I want to give them yet, so I'm not actually going to unlock anything. But the prices will go up. It's 30 for the second things. And then for the third ones, it's 80 level 2 scrolls. Then 120 special level 2 scrolls. Then 200 third tier scrolls. And then 350. So you can get... So for the first ones, you can only get one of each. You can choose... No, I meant to go. So as you can see here, you can choose 2 lanes to go down. So you just choose your 2, which 2 are you going down. Then, you can choose 3. Any 2 can come from either which way. So I can go 1 and then 2, and then on the next row I can go 2 and then 1. So I can now choose... I have to choose at least 1 magic and at least 1 defense, but I can choose my third one from either. And then the final, you can only have 1. You can only have 1 final. That's not where I meant to go. So if I go Masteries, I can only have 1 final because they're really strong. So I'm not going to go much into depth with Masteries. I haven't gotten any of my guys fairly strong in Masteries, so go watch someone else if you want to know more about them. They're more of a late game thing. What else haven't we talked about yet? Books, tomes. When you select a guy, you can also upgrade their skills. So, you can see those little things in the bottom. Those are skill increases. So this one, Phoenix Wright, revives an ally with 50% HP, and places a 50% ally protection buff on them for 2 turns. It was a 6-turn cooldown. Now I've changed it to be a 4-turn cooldown by putting 2 books on them. As you can see, I don't have any books. If you look at them up in the top left, up in the top there, you can see that I have no legendary skill tomes. Only legendary skill tomes can be used on legendary champions. Epics can be used on epic skill tomes can be used on epics. Rares can be used on rare, and they can all be used on everything lower. So legendary skill tomes can be used on anything. Epics can be used on epic, rare, uncommon, common, and rares can be used on rare and below. But skill tomes are very rare. Legendaries are the most rare in the game. If you don't have a legendary yet, save your legendary tomes. They are too rare to waste. Epic skill tomes are also quite rare, so again, only used on epics. And rare skill tomes you should really only use in rares. Rare skill tomes are less useful, but you should still only use them in rares. Commons and uncommons could use a rare skill tome, but at your stage you shouldn't. And you likely will be able to... The other way you can upgrade their skills is by using one of the exact same champion. So if I have 2 Death Knights, I can put 1 Death Knight. I can get 1 Death Knight use it as a book to upgrade another Death Knight skill. And then there's the upgrading rank. When their level is maxed, so if I get a guy to level 40, I upgrade his rank, he goes to level 1, but he's now 5-star. Then when he's level 50, because now he can go up to the amount of stars times 10 for his level. Once he's level 50, I can upgrade his rank again to level 60. Rank upgrades require chickens or champions. So if I choose Crimson Helm here, he's level 40, I need to either sacrifice 4 4-star champions or 4 4-star chickens. So what can I do? Well, I have this guy, this guy, this guy who are all useless, and then this thing, chicken. So I can do that right now. I want her upgraded anyway. Now she's 5-star. Now she's level 5-star level 1. So now I have to get her all the way up to level 50 before I can 6-star her. And then level 60 is the max. Have I accidentally done something here? Good champion to rank 5. So that's a fair bit of the game. The Forge is stuff. So Clan Boss is for only when you join a clan. The point is, it's a guy with millions of health, and your team is and all of your clan is trying to do the damage together. So this guy's done 3 million. Now I have to go in and deal however much million. Clan Boss is again more later thing. Don't worry about the Doom Tower at all. The first stage is going to be like about as hard as some of the really late game campaign stuff. Like the first stage of Doom Tower is maybe equal to some of the hardest stages in the campaign. So don't worry about Doom Tower. Tag Team Arena is where you've got 3 teams that you have to fight. So it requires you have more strong guys, so I recommend you ignore it for now. Even I don't really do much. No one really does much with Tag Team Arena. It's somewhat helpful. And Faction Wars is the final thing. So Faction Wars only allows you to use guys of the specific faction. So for Skinwalkers, I can only use Skinwalkers. Don't worry about the bosses. The bosses are really hard to do. Like, even the Stage 7 boss is incredibly difficult. Once you can get one team that can go past, my Barbarian Crypt is able to go past there. I can't actually see it right now. Even if I click on it. My Barbarian Crypt could get up to, like, Stage 10. So from these places, you get glyphs and materials. So the glyphs, as you can see on Stage 20, you get 4 6-star glyphs. The glyphs increase your stuff on the right here, or on the left. So first off, the materials are for crafting. The glyphs increase your stats, so I'll show you how to use those. And you can only use guys from specific factions, so in Demon Spawn, I can only use Demon Spawn. So like these guys. In Skinwalker, I can only use Skinwalker. So Stage 6, I can only use Skinwalker guys. So the glyphs, what they do, is if you touch an artifact, like this banner, and you go upgrade, and then enchant, you now have access to glyphs, and you can use these to increase the stats. So instead of giving a 271 HP boost, this artifact now gives an extra 175 on top of it. The defense I can increase by 1 or 2%. 1%, okay, I'll do it again. Great. And the different glyphs give different, like, rewards, or different amounts. So a 1-star glyph will increase it by 4 or 5. A 2-star glyph will increase it by 4 or 10. So I got 10. And you can only use certain levels of glyphs. For a 3-star banner, I can only use up to 3-star glyphs. That's why I can't use this 4-star HP glyphs. Glyph. And you can't increase the stars on the items, and you can't increase the rarity either. So that should be most of it covered. For what you should spend your gems on, so, okay, Sparring Pit and Mine quickly. So some of the things in the main area, Sparring Pit is where you can auto-increase your guys' levels. This thing is important to unlock, but not immediately. Do your mine first. Upgrade all 3 tiers of the gem mine before you do anything else. It's way too important. You get tons of gems really fast once you do it. Then do the Sparring Pit. Then your market. Then your market things. The bottom, like, 8 or something are unlocked. Or are locked, so unlock them. The Forge is where you can combine materials, plus things you get from the arena. So you get the silver bars from the arena, the hammers, I believe you get from... So it says you get them from the core hammers from events and tournaments. I'm pretty sure you can also get them from Doom Tower and Faction Wars sometimes. And the Soul Stones are Faction Wars. So the core hammers might be something else. Events and tournaments, and I think like Doom Tower. So if you don't have enough of something, just oh well. You can change them to lower rarities. So this would cost me 50, 10, and 10. This will cost me 10, 5, and 20 of a lower rarity. So these are 10 legendary, this is only 20 epic. So I'm going to craft some swift parry stuff. And then there's these bottom things where if you click on them, you can increase the chance of getting something good. So if you look at crafting chances, you have your certain specific odds. I only have a 75% chance, a 7.5% chance of getting legendary. With the rank charm, I can double the chance of a higher rank. With the rarity charm, I can double the chance of a higher rarity. And then I can also specify double the chance if I want a specific armor piece or a specific substat. So for swift parry, speed plus 18%, crit damage 18%, and 50% on chance of unkillable when a fatal hit. So I want a speed substat, so I get a chance of a speed substat, and I want it on boots. Actually, no, I don't want speed substat, I want speed main stat. So if I want boots speed main stat, I'm gonna put accuracy as my other thing. Now I build it for 10,000, and I need a random artifact. In this case, it is a 5-star legendary. It's pretty good. So we got a helmet with HP as the main stat. Helmets can only ever have HP. Something about item farming, I'll go over it in a second. It's got accuracy as I wanted, defense, attack, and defense. Okay, not bad. So something about artifacts. Attack weapons can only have attack. Helmets can only have HP. Shields can only have defense, and then the other 3 are up to you. Gloves, chest plates, and boots with a flat stat as its main stat are pretty much useless. You want something with defense percent, attack, that's a number, that's really bad, and attack percent. So those are all really good. You don't necessarily want those. Boots with speed as a main stat are really strong. And gauntlets and chestplate usually want attack or defense or accuracy or resistance or something. So I think that's most things covered. I'm also running out of time. So let me know if there's anything I missed, if there's anything else you want to know. But yeah, that's most of I think that's covered everything here. It's covered all the things here. For the portal, these are your shards. I recommend early game opening some of your Sacred Void and Ancient, but also saving some for 2x events. They will occasionally allow you to summon things with twice the chance of getting higher rank champions, or higher rarity, I mean, and that's what you want. You want to open them then. Fusion, it allows you to get multiple guys, higher level and ascension, and then fuse them, and then you get a stronger guy. So with Broadmaw, I can get those guys higher level and ascension, fuse them, combine them with the other 2 guys higher level and ascension into Broadmaw. Rosin is Rosin is one you also really want to go for. Rosin takes a lot longer to get, but he is quite good of a legendary champion. Tournaments and events on the right there, as you can see, ignore them. And also make sure to check your chest actively, because your chest in the top right can have quite good things waiting there sometimes. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. The missions you can start doing, but some of them get harder at the end, or even during the middle. Like this one, win 50 silver, gold medals in Classic Arena. My Classic Arena is broken, so I can't do that right now. But the final reward for missions is incredibly good. The Arbiter, once you've completed all 286 missions, is really good. And the challenges are for like books and stuff. The challenges that you should do. They're not as important though. And I'm running out of time, so yeah, I think that's everything. Pretty sure I haven't missed anything, so hope you enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoy my content, feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know if I haven't missed anything. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.